I'm Alicia Fiorletta, Senior Editor of Retail TouchPoints, and I have joining me Russell Young, who's SVP of Marketing and Interactive at Stratacache.
Stratacache.
Russell, thanks so much for taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely, my pleasure.
So, a lot of buzz on the NRF floor this year around the new omni-channel customer journey, and all the different channels that are at play, all the different touch points that are influencing customers along that purchase path, so to speak. So where we stand today, what does the typical customer journey look like? Obviously it varies, but what's the boilerplate version that you guys are seeing today?
When we talk about the journey, obviously we want to say that the journey typically starts at home, right? Someone's at home, they're on a PC, they're on a tablet, they're doing research prior to going to the store. But what we want to do is we want to focus on connecting with that customer once they get there. And we want to do it in a way that makes it seamless and elegant for the customer as well, right? And that means kind of engaging with them on their terms. So not being so much with technology in their face, but giving them the opportunity to connect and start a relationship with the brand on their own terms, whether that be through interactive devices, like kiosks and tablets in store, or through their own mobile, right? Either way, we feel that that's really the best way to help curate a journey for them is by, offering those different options and allowing them to connect in their own special, unique way.
Oh, that's great, and obviously mobile's playing a bigger role in the customer journey, having more influence, I guess, whether at home or whether they're on the go. So why don't you break down, what other tools or technologies or trends that are really impacting that customer journey, not only at home, but also in the store as well. And how can retailers embrace that technology too?
Yeah. So, I think it's important for the store to extend their voice outwards beyond just their four walls, right? So into the parking lot. So from a technology perspective, the geolocations and the beacons are doing a fantastic job of that. So that when customers get there, they can seamlessly connect and begin. We use a lot of displays that speak outwards into the store to mention and provoke maybe some emotions before they even get in, and potentially even offer some quick reminders of maybe something that they've forgotten on their busy trip when they're coming in. When they come in, what we like to do is motivate shoppers to join the guest Wi-Fi, where there is free-to-guest Wi-Fi available. Because once they're on, it gives you a much more seamless way to interact with that shopper and provide some very personalized data and personalized journeys towards them by using technologies such as Beacon and some of the personalization strategies that are out there today.
There's actually been a lot of conversations around beacons, and I feel like last year, a lot of buzz. People are like, oh, beacons are really cool, they can do this, but retailers were thinking of, okay, well, how's it going to impact my business? What use cases will resonate with my customers? And now, this year, we're seeing more experimentation, more rollouts, which is very exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's a tough one, The beacon strategy is something you really have to put a lot of time and effort into because you can't over-communicate with somebody, right? Because then you're going to drive them away from your app. So you've got to make it work, really work best for them and speak to them in a way that really hits them and makes that one-to-one connection.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting to hear about all the different technologies at play, how they can all intermingle, especially in a store environment, to create that better customer experience. And I've been using Rebecca Minkoff and their connected store as an example. They have mobile technology, they use RFID to signal customers in the fitting room, and that turns the lighting on and the music on in the fitting room. So it seems like there's going to be new focus on the in-store experience and how technology can augment that. So where do you see that trend specifically heading in 2015? How do you see it gaining momentum?
The more that we use technology to create surprise and delight for the shopper, rather than just being in your face, I think is what's going to help push that more into the store. And there's a very delicate balance there, right? I don't want to overwhelm. I just want to impress. It should blend with the store. It shouldn't be all about technology for technology's sake. It serves the purpose, but it has to blend into the overall aesthetics and experience within the store.
Yeah, absolutely, and that really reaffirms the point that it's not one size fits all. Like, not all retailers can use beacons or use smart mirrors. It really depends on their customer, their goals, and obviously what technology, like you said, kind of gets them on that journey to accomplishing said goals.
Yeah. I like to congratulate or speak about one of our favorite client partners is Sport Check.
Okay.
Right. You're familiar with Sport Check, what they've done with some of their flagship stores in Edmonton and Burnaby and Toronto. And they have pulled together just a fantastic customer experience that I think has really set the bar inside of retail. Just a great team that has pulled together a tremendous experience using various technologies. I mean, it's across the board, right? It's big, giant, in-your-face video walls that attract and pull you in. It's beacons that communicate with the right shoppers in a very subtle way. There's someone that's exploring that. Everything is very interactive, very personalized, and just within touch of every shopper. So no matter, again, whether you're coming in and you're just heads down in your mobile, they can give you a journey that way. Or they've got the tools around the store to help guide and, where appropriate, kind of pull you off the racetrack and engage you specifically into a certain category. It's a fantastic job they've done.
That's awesome, a great use case. And I think there are a few best practices and, tips, I think, for the retailers watching this video that they can take with them as they, develop their customer journey.
Yeah, and the one thing I can always recommend is you have to try, all right? It's confusing. It's definitely not easy. I don't envy retailers, right? Especially you come here and you're thinking about one thing and 50 different people tell you they're the very best at it. It's confusing. But eventually, you have to try certain things. I mean, they have their A/B test strategies and it works. But you can't be scared. You've got to take a leap of faith. You've got to put some analysis around it and be ready. If it works, go for it. If it doesn't, put it into your investment portfolio. You know that you did it. All right, we won't do that again. Yeah, but if it works, be ready to roll. Be ready to move aggressively and capture it while you can.
That's awesome. I think that's a great way to close out the conversation. Be ready. Don't be scared. Take that leap of faith. I think it really speaks to the era of retail that we're in right now, and it gives people, it invigorates them, I think. It's a very exciting time. So, Russell, thank you so much for taking the time out and for sharing such great insights. And thanks everyone out there for watching.